Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing a new video on the Madison in the vintage leather. I know a lot of people have been waiting to see the first of the vintage leather. So we've got the KT, which has been one of our more popular, but there are also a lot of variants of this leather. Now, as I explained to people, it may look a little bit orange. You'll see it change a little bit in shading. That's just today's modern day cameras. It's very hard to pick up the true color of these sofas. So as you can see, one behind, it looks orange and it doesn't. I can reassure you when one comes in, it will not look orange. So just always take that into consideration, because our cameras today are just very hard to get a really good balance in color and take out this incandescent light. Now, as we can see, with the distressed leather, you've got that beautiful variation right across, distressed marks, and a lot of variation across the leather. As you can see down the bottom, on the arm. Now, as I've said in another video with the Chase Lounge, this is the first time we've been able to do this type of leather in a very robust thickness and format. Now you can have a look again, as I try and tell people, see all the paneling? That is how you know you've got real leather. Real leather costs a lot of money, especially this type of leather, and if I did you one big giant panel across, this would be an $8,000 sofa. You can see with everything we make, even the white. If you do not see paneling, you know it's not real leather. Or if you've got a big giant price, then maybe you might know that you're on the right track of real leather. But why would you pay $8,000 just for one piece of leather on the back, as I say to people? It's a beautiful sofa. The Madison is one of our best sellers. Now, what we're looking at here is the 3.5 seater, the 245, with your classic arm and studding. You don't have to have the arm and studding. I had a customer, we delivered one the other day, didn't have the studding. I thought it looked too plain. As you can see, a nice stitching on the bottom. As you can see now, see how the colour slightly changed because we've got a different light. You see more of its true colour. I've got quite a few different browns, quite a dark and light, tans, real deep oil brown. So this is not just the only colour you can go with. But as I said, if when you see it in real life, you tend to think, oh, it's not orange. So like I said, please bear the fact that it is not orange, and it's more of a tan. Try and get a bit of good light. This is a 2-seater, about 170. Same, all the paneling on the back. Now, as I show people with the Madison, you've got, because the Madison was our classic Moran sofa, was one of the most popular back in the day. You've got the zipper with the flap leather all the way across. Very easy to clean. You've got the Velcro, will zip in, and these cushions on the bottom will come straight out and they're Velcroed. So it's not an easy sofa just to that you're going to sit and everything's going to fall out. Very easy to clean, very comfortable. Fiber fill back cushions, and then your coils, which, as I always say to people, it's one of my biggest selling points. If you do buy coil cushions, you know you're getting a sofa for life. If you can't get 25 years out of a sofa with a coil, there's something wrong. But that's the system. That is how you have a sofa that lasts forever. I've got this matching ottoman, and we've just done this chair too as a sort of a small feature chair for bedrooms, all to go with the Madison as a small feature chair. Even the cushions that we've got. It's a beautiful chair. This is the Marte chair. Now, as I said in my previous video, this is a very thick leather. Really, really thick and strong. So to get normally this effect and this durability, it's impossible. So we've really created this new formula, which I think is going to completely change the way this leather is sold in stores, because it's taken me a while to develop this leather and this type of strength. So I think the customers are going to love that you get the best of both worlds with this. So you can see all the different variation. Again, I'm going to try and see if I can get you a different angle, just to give you an idea. See the colour? See, it's lightened up a bit, it's not as orange. I'm working on some settings to try and get rid of that. If anyone knows, please drop me a line and help me out. Again, you can have small stud work, large stud work. I think on this arm you need the small. Again, with the Madison, it's a beautiful chair, great chair to add in. Yeah, so look, the Madison is a beautiful sofa. In the vintage, it's a real old world color. It just looks beautiful. I've got it in my front window and so many people stop and have a look at it. The ottoman's a beautiful ottoman that you can have at any size. That's a 120 by 90. You could probably get a glass top for the top and use it also as a coffee table ottoman. Quite a lot of different variations for it. Just to have a bit of a look at the 3 and the 2 setup. Again, as you can see, as we keep changing angles, unless it's something like the white behind it, it just always looks different. Let's see if I can place the color, lighten it up. I'm gonna try. There you go. Like I said, it's just very hard with this camera. I'm going to try and find a better way to get a true color, but like I said, if someone comes in, they'll realize that this is not an orangey sofa. Like I'm looking at it now and it doesn't look as bright as that, an orangey as that. So yeah, it's very hard, but like I said, at least it's giving everyone a bit of an idea of what this color and leather looks like. Try and get a bit clear. There you go. It's giving you a bit more of a look. Like I said, beautiful characterization in this leather. You've got a lot of lines and features. If you look after this leather will last a long time and it will age perfectly. But as I was saying, we're going to have quite a few more oils coming in, vintage leathers, and yeah, look, the price that I'll be selling this stuff for, no one's going to be able to match it. As I say to people, we are wholesale. We have our own factory in Europe. We don't have to supply anybody else or do anything like that. As I told people at the moment, you know, sorry about that, I had a phone call there. Because of this crisis, you know, furniture shops are telling people 12 months, we'll get yours in 12 weeks. So yeah, that is our beautiful Madison in the KT vintage leather. As I said, I'll be doing some more videos of the next ones coming through. I've got some really more darker browns coming through in the vintage and a couple other different pieces. But look, please come down. You've got to see this leather in person. But as I said, I reassure you, you're not going to get an orangey effect. And yeah, look, the Madison I think is a great everyday sofa. People love buying it. Some people tell me it's some of the most comfortable and supportive sofas they've sat in the last few years. People go around to a lot of stores and they say they sit on this and they just say, well, that's it, that's the one. And that tells me what a sofa's all about, when you can sit in it straight away and people just go, yep, that's it. Well, I hope you can come in and have a look, or you can, if you're interstate, you can order, give us a call or do it online. The Madison 3.5 seater, 2-seater in vintage leather. Beautiful piece of furniture. Thank you again for watching our videos. If you've got any questions, please give us a call or an email. Thank you again.